In a second.
Here we go.
We're live, everyone. Hey, everyone. It's Nancy Hoffman-Vaniuk, and I'm CEO of the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. And we're excited if you're watching us, if anyone's watching us today, because we're practicing for our town hall meeting on Monday to try out our new streaming equipment. So Monday, 1:30, the Chamber is going to come talk to you with our consultants and our experts to tell you about America's Recovery Fund and the Save Small Business Coalition. But today we're practicing with some of our biggest chamber fans. Ooh, I just knocked something in my computer. We have our board chair, Steve Rydeen from True Summit Promotions. We have Bob Epstein, attorney at law, who is also the MC and chair of our Network Connection Breakfast. And we have Monica Leisring. She is the assistant to the general manager at LA City Rec and Parks and one of our biggest volunteers and supporters. And so I thought we could just talk to you a little bit today about a couple things. We're going to do a chamber report card. One thing I want to mention is if you didn't watch our Facebook page live yesterday when we did a ribbon cutting for all the businesses that are open, if you want a good laugh today, you need to go check that out. It was definitely the biggest blooper we've had. And then when you're doing live on Facebook, if you're on a tripod, you can't stop it really easily. So today we're going to talk about how the chamber's doing in different areas. And I'm first going to change our screen a little bit so you can see everyone at one time. Hold on, of course, this isn't doing it the way I want it to. Okay, so now you can see everyone in our group. So first I'm going to talk to Monica, who is a volunteer. She's not a member of the chamber. She works for the city of Los Angeles, and she helps us out many of our events, and she volunteers at our cleanup day, which is definitely a big help because we partner a lot with the city, and we need someone there with a phone with all the numbers of all the right people when things go wrong. So Monica, this is our chamber report card. And you do a lot with us with our community events. Why don't you I don't know, do we want to get an A or do you want to just tell us, if you were giving me my review, how we would be in the community?
Well, I kind of like Steve's way of reviewing the 4 out of the 5, so you have something to strive for, because you can't just go back to the 5 if you're a 5 already. But Nancy, as far as the chamber report card goes, I think we've gone over this. Definitely give the chamber an A. I love all that you do for the community. I love to be part of that. And I'll continue to be part of that as long as you keep reeling it in. So I just look forward to the next event, the next volunteer event, anytime I can network with other people to see what they're interested in and what's needed in the community, because I'm always happy to help you as well. So I love being a part of the chamber on the side.
Well, and we appreciate, LA City is a huge operation, and sometimes someone leaves a department and we can't find who it is. And Monica knows where everyone is. And so she's always able to reconnect us with who we need. So thank you so much for always helping. Thank you for participating in our cleanup day every year. And cleanup day is just an amazing event. If you haven't participated before, it's held in November. And we clean up different parts of the community. Last year, we did a whole new walking trail and we painted a mural. 2 years in a row, we did the LA River Walk, which what was really nice about that was it was a brand new section that you could cycle. I think, how many miles was it, Steve? 6 miles or something? And that was the longest time section. And we give community service hours to students that need them to graduate. So if you have a student in your household or people you work with, if they have, their kids are students, they can come out to cleanup day and get 4 hours of community service. And if they come a little early and help us set up or stay later and put away all those chairs and tables, they get another extra hour. So I'm going to talk to Bob because he, as I mentioned, he oversees our Network Connection Breakfast and is our MC. And I just changed our banner at the bottom that says #SFV Open for Business, because we have been promoting that even with our Facebook group, SFV Open for Business, because people have been working remotely, so they're not out of business. But last week we took our Network Connection Breakfast and we took it virtually, and I'm going to have Bob give us a rating on that one.
Well, I'd give us an A- B+. It was the first time we'd ever done anything like that. I participated in Zoom meetings before. It was the first time that I had emceed a meeting for 80 people. I think we had about 70 actually.
Yeah.
In the end, I know it's stretched to 3 screens on Zoom, and it's the first time we'd ever done anything quite like that. And considering that, it would have gone a little better had my internet, thank you Spectrum, not gone down at 7:58. We started 8 o'clock, I think. 7:58, 2 minutes before, all ready to go. and boom, the entire internet in the house went down. A couple other people sent me text messages saying my internet just went down. Did yours? And so I ended up not coming into the meeting until about 10 minutes into it. It was already going, so kind of threw us off for starters. But considering it was the first time we had done it, we did a really good job. There were a lot of, again, first time, it's going to be issues, but I think next month's going to be even better.
So, and we have one. It's actually this month. What day is it?
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't have a calendar.
It's today.
May,
It's today.
No,
That's all I know.
it's not. It
Today.
is on.
Yeah, that's what day it is today.
May 27th.
May 27th. So it's on May 27th. They'll be at 8 o'clock. It is still virtual. It's $10 for chamber members and $15 for non-members. It's bring your own bacon. We're not going to be supplying the bacon this time. What's nice is your buffet line is whatever you get out of your kitchen, and then you just come join us. It is literally the same breakfast we have, just not in person. So instead of having tables, we have breakout rooms. So you're going to be with the same people. It's the same format where you talk for 2 minutes at your table. We come back to the main room where we do announcements. We have our sponsor, which this month is UCLA Health, I think. I think it's UCLA Health this month. Oh no, it's Tierra del Sol. Tierra del Sol is our sponsor. And did we draw a front of the room speaker this time?
I think we did last.
I think we did. No, we did something.
I think we did.
Yeah, we did. It was Barry, because it was whoever had the best virtual background. So we did prizes based on virtual backgrounds. And as Bob said, we had like about 80 people there. And so he said we had 3 screens. So if you're on your iPad, it was like 17 screens. Because it's a lot smaller.
I get 25 to screen on my Zoom machine.
Right. So, but then other than that, we've taken all of our events virtually. And before, we pretty much had for connecting businesses to other businesses, prospective customers and prospective vendors for them. We had our network breakfast, and we did our after fives just 6 times a year. And then we have our trade shows and everything. But Steve, now we've been having some sort of virtual event every week. So what do you think?
Yeah,
at least one.
Yeah.
What do you think of them?
I think it's great. We're seeing a lot of new people, a lot of new faces. I love the conversations where they're like, yeah, I'm going to become a member. I heard about this. I'm checking it out. And I think that's what says a lot about us is we are adding members during this time. I mean, we've got people that recognize the importance and the value of what we bring. And even though budgets are tight and money is tight and they're not, businesses are not doing what, the volume that they've been doing, they recognize what we're offering as a chamber. They need that if they're going to move forward. And so seeing the new members pick up even during this time, I think is a real testament to what we do. The Member Mondays for chamber members on Monday mornings is great. Just seeing all those faces every week. And then the Thirsty Thursday, which is open to anybody to participate in that. This last week, we partnered with another chamber on that one. Did the speed networking, so you get into the breakout room, which the rooms work fantastic. I felt for the breakfast, it worked great. Having that room where you had those 6-7 people and you had your 2 minutes and you're talking, you saw each other. It's just like you were there at the table. The only challenge was passing stuff around, business cards and things like that. You had to be a little more intentional on how you got that information. But it's you still had that FaceTime and that connection with people and got to know them and and that I think we're really getting that part figured out. I probably my favorite part of the breakfast was not having to wake up at 5:45 that Wednesday morning to make it to the breakfast. So that was a win.
Yeah, we still got up early. I mean, because we're running it, so for us, we were still up wanting to make sure everything went okay. We have recently, so for our Thirsty Thursday, we were trying to figure out how to do it. We were breaking people into rooms and asking them specific questions, and now we're doing it like a speed networking, like Steve said. So if you've never been to a speed networking event, a real one, you're sitting, like, let's say there's 20 people, 10 people sit at one spot, and then the other people rotate, and then each person has like 2 minutes to talk, and the other person has 2 minutes to talk, and then a bell rings and you go on to the next person. So we just keep recreating the rooms that people are in. And so last week we did it with the North Valley Regional Chamber, and this week we're doing it at the Sherman Oaks Chamber because we want to get more people to talk to each other. So it's I thought it's a fun event. I just keep, and because we're trying not to if the rooms are uneven, I always end up with Fuyumi. So we work together. So we have a staff meeting
Well,
for 4 minutes every Thursday. So this Monday, talking about some networking events, we have our Women in Business Cocktails and Connections, and that's at 4:00 on Monday. Bob, am I boring you? It's at 4:00.
Sorry, I got up early to be at Temple this morning.
Is at 4:00 on Monday, and bring your own cocktails because we're not supplying them. I wish my friend is at another chamber, and she actually had some bar was able to go deliver drinks, which I thought, is that crazy?
Wow.
I think you hook up Postmates to deliver bacon to everybody.
I know. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, I would love to be able to figure out how to do something like that, but we're so spread out. It's
If there's a will, there's a way.
yeah. Well, we're gonna figure it out, and everything. So I just want to say, I see Lisa Haberman's joining us, and she's joined us for a few of these, and she's saying that, it's hard to pay right now. Lisa, this is the best time to join the chamber because we have payment plans, and they're better payment plans. We've always had payment plans, but these are the best ones we have because we understand that in this economy, people don't necessarily have the same money coming in, but they still need to network to get business. And so we are making it happen. So you should contact Eric on Monday.
And we don't have a mobile dog groomer here, Lisa.
And we don't have a dog groomer, period. Forget about mobile
dog groomers.
No, we absolutely do whatever we need to help businesses to, be a part of what we're doing, and it's because we recognize the value that each member brings to other members. And so, if there's an interest, we'll certainly do what we can to make it work for you. Absolutely. And I will say too, if you participated in any of our cleanup days, you got one of those cool neck face mask things before they were all the rage. We were ahead of the curve on that one.
We've been ahead. So I don't even have one on my desk here, but they're called Fandanas, or you can buy them as a buff if you buy the brand name. And Steve does them for us for our cleanup day, and they have all of our sponsor logos. And before we give them a T-shirt, so they won't get their shirt dirty. But really, they need to have their mouths covered, right? Because you're getting dirt and schmutz and everything. And so we've been using those the last 2 years, and people love them. Love them. They're like the favorite thing. People. This is funny. So it's not that rough. No, Lisa, it's not that rough. So the Fandanas are fantastic. And just because we're a dog-loving office, I'm going to throw this out there since she's on here. We had signs on our door that we have interchangeably, like we're at a meeting, please, a certificate of origin, blah, 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 stick under the door. And there's Louie. And so one of our signs said, because we all bring our dogs to work. So it says, cute dog inside, please knock loudly. Well, they all sit in one of those little holders, I'm talking like a plastic holder that we just change them as we need them. And I had the sign that said, we're working remotely. If you need to reach us, call the office and hit this extension for Nancy, this extension for Fumi. And then it had a thing for certificate of origin. Someone took the entire packet of signs.
Oh, no.
They left the hooks, and they were on the door when Eric walked in the office, and I was at the office, and they were on the door because I just shut the door. I keep the door open if we're expecting anyone, so no one touches the handle if I'm at the office. So I had it open for him. So he came in, and it was on the door. I saw it. He went down the hall to put the mail in the box, came back, and it was gone. Like 5 minutes, 3 seconds,
Wow.
3 minutes, just gone. So I don't know, why do you want our crappy signs? We don't care. But But Lisa, we do have a sign that says cute dog inside, although sometimes it's multiple dogs. And don't come sit in our office if you don't want dog hair on you.
Don't wear dark clothes.
Don't wear dark clothes at the chamber or my house or my car. As Monica knows.
Well, too well.
My clothes all come with dog hair already on them.
Oh, that's perfect.
I think they should. So Steve, so chambers have like core competencies, things we do really well. We do networking. That's one of the things that we excel at. We do community programs, which is what Monica was talking about. And we foster a strong local economy. And that's a lot of our programs that we do, whether it's our Latino Expo or whether it's working with our elected officials at State of the Valley. But, one of the biggest things is representing business to government. And
Absolutely.
I've always been good at it. But I think, whoever thought, they say, people rise in a crisis. And for a chamber, a crisis normally shows how strong we are in helping our businesses and how well we pivot to help you. So,
right.
we were talking about our report card. What's our report card for this one?
Oh, well, absolutely give the chamber an A plus on that. Again, like I said earlier, I mean, just how quickly we pivoted and how quickly we, I was amazed at how fast that SFB resource page went up and how great it looks. And the information that's on it is unbelievable. I mean, it's so comprehensive, covers so many different things for so many different businesses. Absolutely check it out. If you haven't bookmarked it, do that today. So you've got that to get to it quickly. And like I said earlier, with chambers, when people think about a chamber of commerce, they think of networking and breakfasts and things like that. But what they miss, and I think what we really bring, is when a business says, I got this issue, but I don't know who to call. I don't know who to talk to. Call the chamber. Call the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber, because they'll figure it out. They'll figure out who needs to know, what needs to happen, how it needs to happen. And Nancy, what you bring to the table, having been in the Valley for a while, you know everybody, and everybody knows you, and there's a mutual respect and understanding. And I believe that there are many people in government in the Valley and even in LA who will pick up your call and respond to your text before they may somebody else. And just because of that relationship that you've developed with them, those who haven't blocked you. That's
the key. That's where Monica comes in.
That's right. She has her go-arounds, but no, seriously, that's really what the chamber is there is to really support the small to medium-sized business. And if anything has come out as a result of this whole coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, is how many small businesses there are in this country, and it is the backbone of this country. And the chamber, what we're striving to do, at least here in the Valley, is to make sure that backbone stays strong and stays empowered and stays moving forward, making sure they have the resources. This coalition that was started with just a few, that's now gone nationwide, is again just a huge testament to this is an issue, but let's not just complain and bellyache about it. Let's do something about it. What needs to happen? And that's really, really the key.
Lisa's thing. It's been doggone great that you responded to. Of course, we're going to respond to you. First of all, we're dog lovers. Steve, I want to thank you for that. First of all, I want to give FEMA all the credit for that SFB resource page. Everyone is getting inundated with a ton of information, whether it's
crazy
personal
emails
type
all
thing
over.
for your homes, or whether it's business stuff and EIDL, PPP, this grant, that grant, blah 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 blah. And and you're going to look at your email and you're going to say, well, where did I see that email that said I'm eligible for this loan? We didn't want you to have to keep scrolling back through your email. So FEMA created sfbresource.com, and every time she has everything there. She has the safer at home orders. She has all the different loan programs that are available out there. Every time there's a new grant, and she keeps it updated. If the grant is no longer available, she pulls it down. And if it's not time to apply for EIDL or PPP, she puts a note on it. So for those of you who don't know, we started a business and recovery task force. We just had our first meeting this week, and now we have the mayor's office involved, and Senator Stern's office, Councilmember Lee's office, and a few others are joining us as we are trying to get clarification on things. We found out so many businesses, they don't have things that are things aren't necessarily clear, or if they're clear, you have to go find the order and all the minutia in it. And so Layla,
and it depends on who you talk to.
Right. So Layla at the mayor's office, because at the end of the day, the city of LA is working with the county, but they can have their own stricter regulations. So Layla is going to be our person for that. So we're really excited to have that. So we're having our second meeting this week. And the other thing that's going to come out of that is on the SFB resource page is a place where you're going to be able to find the forms you may need. Some businesses have to turn in plans. We're going to create a toolkit, a business recovery toolkit. And with that, we will have those different forms and the different things for the different businesses. I keep getting emails from every department. This is how it affects manufacturing. This is how it fixes. We're going to put it together in one place, or that's the goal. It's a big endeavor. And so we're having our second meeting coming up. We're going to meet every single Wednesday. So if that's something anyone's interested in that's watching, let us know, because we really want to make sure that businesses can open with care and not have issues when they open. We want to be able to get those questions answered and be your solution finder. So and it's probably going to be parked on the SFB resource page, like as another link. So I just want to let you guys know about that. And Steve mentioned the Save Small Business Coalition, and that's really why we're going to be doing our event on Monday. Oh, there's stuff in the private chat. I don't know how to get to it. Oh, Monica. So sorry, we told you guys we're practicing this. So Monday we're doing a town hall meeting. So our chamber, along with some of my closest chamber friends, and I think my friend Lorraine was on here a few minutes ago from the Beaverton, Oregon Chamber, we started getting calls from our members who couldn't claim their business interruption insurance. And we started to try to find a solution for them that whether it's the insurance carriers make an exception. We weren't really sure what we needed to do, but we were headed in that direction. And thanks to Assemblyman Nazarian, we had started having conversations. We're talking Safer Home started on Thursday, and we were talking to the Insurance Commissioner's office on Friday. That's how fast it happened. So thanks to Adrien for that connection. But then what we found out was 60% of businesses don't have business interruption insurance. So that was not going to be the solution. If that's not going to help, because our goal is to get everyone open again and financially stable. So we started working, thanks to Lorraine, with a consultant from the Insurance Carrier Coalition, Steve Smelly, and he has been phenomenal. And he connected us with the carrier coalitions, and we partnered to come up with the recovery fund. And that was mimicked after the 9/11 Victims Fund. And now we partnered, our two groups partnered with, we're going to call it the Joint Trades Coalition for an easier name, when they represent different types of associations, trade associations for businesses. And together we all created the America's Recovery Fund Coalition. So Save Small Business Coalition is still around. So your chamber, Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber, started that with Lorraine, Patrick Ellis, and the Marietta Chamber, and a few of my other friends across the country, Chris Romer in Colorado. And we just thought this was going to be a little thing in our little towns. And next thing we knew, we have 100 chambers of commerce nationwide and growing. Now we have state chambers joining us as well. And we are all moving towards the same cause. So nothing has changed. People go, oh, you're not the Save Small Business Coalition. No, we are. It's just now we have a coalition of coalitions. And together we're all pushing for the same thing. We have 2 bills going to Capitol Hill pretty soon. Hopefully we're going to get down to 1 bill. One's for the Senate, one's for Congress. And we'd rather just have one. And is pushing for the recovery fund. So under one of them, it's called the COVID-19 Emergency Response, blah, blah, Recovery Fund. And the other one's just called the Recovery Fund. So we think it's going to be called America's Recovery Fund. And it's not part of PPP or EIDL. It's a grant. And it will, and it's different. It's separate from the CARES Act. And it's separate from the new bill that Senator Harris just introduced about, I think it's safer streets, or I forgot what it's called, but it's she has a different program, but that might get all rolled in together because her goal is the same. So we're working with all of our elected officials. We have an amazing group of public policy people who have donated their time to get this happening. So Fred Main from Clear Advocacy, Steve Smelly, which I don't know the name of his company, but he does insurance advocacy. And then we, thanks to the Joint Trades Coalition, we partnered with Forbes Tate Public Policy in Washington, D.C. So we are moving forward fast. It's very exciting. So on Monday, we're having a town hall meeting at 1:30. I just gave you the synopsis, but really where you could get questions answered. Like you may have a question like, how is this funded? And I don't want to tell you all that now. I don't want to give our secrets, but how is it funded? Where is this going to happen? Where does it stand? What do you want me to do? And we're going to, how can I be part of it? How can I write a letter? And all that's going to be answered Monday at 1:30 at our town hall meeting. Either way, we've had a lot of stuff on our Facebook page. If you saw the newsletter that came out yesterday from me, there's a link that tells you a little bit about it and where you can write a letter. So I encourage everyone to go there. So I really wasn't planning for this to have a plug today, but I thought, why not? Because we're practicing for Monday. Right, we're practicing for Monday.
Sure.
So really quick, let's go around one more time. Bob, anything else on our report card you want to talk about the chamber? You've been a member a long time, longer than anyone on this page.
I've been a member 23 years now. The chamber's just doing great. I mean, it's a testament to you, Nancy, getting out there and doing things for the business people that, we really don't have much of a voice these days, small business people. So it's awesome having you get out there and help us out. Very much appreciated.
Thanks. And I'm happy to do it. It's a labor of love. It's like, I remember, I feel like I'm always teaching people economics. Like, you have to understand if that place is out of business and those employees aren't going to get to go shop here or eat here or do this here. One of my biggest examples was when General Motors closed. And one of our other members, Dr. Leonard, he is an eye doctor and he used to do all the safety glasses. Look at that giant amount of business he lost. But besides that, what about all of the other people, like all the restaurants around there and everything? So, that's economics at its finest, simple economics. And so it's important to me that all of our businesses stay whole and strong. So Steve, anything you want to add before my battery dies on my laptop?
Sure. I think, one of the biggest things, the greatest things that this chamber is providing for our community is, we're hearing a lot, I can't wait for things to get back to normal. I can't wait for things to get back to normal. Truth is, it may not ever get back to normal of what we know is normal, but it's going to change. There's going to be some differences. There's going to be some adjustments, and we're ahead of that. We're on it. We're talking about it. We're making some things happen. We're putting some things in place to help businesses with the adjustments. With the coalition that we had, in the coalition, but I'm
gonna let you talk while I get the charger. Keep going.
Sure, you got it. So the meeting that we had on Wednesday, we had in that forum, we had a barbershop and we had some film studio, and there was a lot of questions that came up, with that, when beauticians open, and I know Lisa, you're here with on the call with the dog groomer, that's when are these businesses going to be able to open? What needs to happen? What needs to be sanitized? How often do bathrooms need to be checked? This kind of stuff, what's required. And then from the film studio, it's like, okay, so how do you film a fight scene when you have to have the 6-foot social distancing going on? And so getting questions asked to finding the right people to ask the question, because it seems like whoever you ask, they've got their own opinion, they've got their own idea. And that's one of the things that we're trying to do with these different coalitions and with these different connections, is making sure we're talking to the right people to get the right answer, so that a business can move forward with the knowledge that they need to be successful, and not start going down a path that somebody told them only to find out that's not true.
You cut out, or is that just me?
I heard that.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of got a little echoey all of a sudden.
Okay. Interesting when I plug it in, but that's what was happening the other day. Maybe it's when I'm charging. So everyone who's here, watching us, this is our trial. So am I still talking normal now?
No, you're off. You're
And maybe you're
Or am I
connected.
you're lagging. Interesting.
No. Okay. Is that better?
No.
Is it better now?
So unplug.
Really weird, because it all stopped happening when it started.
Unplug your
I
computer.
did.
again.
I unplugged it. Unplugged the phone. That was weird. I'll just have to make sure it's fully charged. So Lisa asked if the town hall meeting is open to non-members. It's on Facebook Live. It's open for everyone. You just have to. It's on our Facebook Live. There's a banner and it says, "Come back Monday at 1:30." Lisa. So that's all you have to do is go to the Chamber's Facebook, which I'm going to put it here as SFV Chamber. Can't even spell our name. SFV Chamber. So that's how. So when you're on Facebook, just look for SFV Chamber. Thanks, Derek, for saying that this makes for entertainment viewing. We just keep practicing. If you saw us yesterday, Steve and I practiced like 3 or 4 times. Let me talk. Our office air conditioning went out yesterday, and I was running in different rooms trying to see where I had the best.
That's right.
connection.
Does this work?
I sent him a screenshot of what I looked like when it started, where my hair looked good, and at the end, my hair was matted down from running around the hot office.
By the time you were done, you needed dog groomers on the go.
Oh my! I did. And then last night, I came home late because I went to 818 Brewing and picked up barbecue because it was there, and I picked up some beer, and I got home late, and I wanted to relax, and I took a shower really late. And Jim was, "Why are you taking a shower?" I said, "Because it's hot. I mean, I've been like running around. I'm schwitzing, people."
100 degrees yesterday.
So Monica asked me, and this is because again we're practicing. Can I do a screen share? It tells me I need to have. It works better if I have two monitors.
Oh, I see. I was just wondering if you had tried that, or if you're going to be utilizing that, because you might want to try it now.
Well, my problem is, if I do it, What? You guys
Hey,
look again?
what about you?
Oh,
You're
that's
garbly
okay.
again.
Because you know what? I tried to go into another tab. See, so that's what it said. So it said to me, and just so you guys again remember practicing, that it has problems if you don't have a second screen to share from. So if I was trying to show you a second tab, and that's what happens. So
Oh, I
I can't
see.
do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're like I said, we're just practicing today, and probably longer than we thought. Because the other idea I wanted to do, and I'm going to throw this out there while we have people watching us, is maybe once a week or every other week we interview a member, for 5 minutes. We ask them 5 questions to help promote, for the small business. My girlfriend's doing her chamber. She's called it Small Business Big Dreams, but we call it whatever we want, or we can steal it because chambers are the best at R&D, rip off and duplicate. So. So we are very happy to steal that from my friend Katie if she's watching this. But or some other name where maybe I have Bob on and I ask him 5 questions because we want to kind of give people some promotion. So we may start trying to do something like that.
And it's not plagiarism if you fully disclose you stole it from somebody else.
Oh, I stole stuff. I don't just steal stuff. My friend Brad from the Medford Chamber, and I hope he's watching this. He writes stuff on Facebook all the time, and he's a smooth talker. And I take his stuff, but I make it better. But I always tell him I'm going to steal it. And then he put a potato. Some of you probably saw this. He's going to send me vodka. He says, I was going to do this to Nancy, but she probably would just steal the thing. So it was pretty funny. I'm lagging again, right?
You just got gargled.
You just got gurgled. It just got
it
jumped.
got garbled. Well, so he put that. So every time he thinks I'm stealing something from someone. So the other day, I didn't steal that from you. I stole that from Chris Romer. I'm an equal opportunity R&D. I will rip off and duplicate from any of my chamber friends. I've been in business 34 years, guys. I have a lot of friends in the chamber industry to steal from. So it's great to be able to do that. So Monica, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
Nothing that I haven't already shared, Nancy. I think you guys do a wonderful job. Keep up the great work. I look forward to the next adventure with the chamber. And of course, if you ever need anything and you find me to be a resource for that, you can always call.
Thank you. And Lisa said we should do a 5-question quickie for those commercials. That's exactly what I think, Lisa. I think it should be like a 5-7 minute thing. We don't want this is long because we're practicing on Mondays at Town Hall. But yeah, something just really quick to highlight a business. No,
or we could do a quickie and then 5 questions.
Okay, we're live on Facebook. Remember, these are the type of things, by the way, when Bob MCs the breakfast and on YouTube. I'm streaming it to 2 places. I sent him text messages. Stop that. Don't say that.
I kind of like Bob.
Parents, send your children out of the room.
We sent them away 3 years ago. They never came back.
I just have to show you guys really fast. So this is one of my stand-up desks, okay? A little box when I'm at home, working from home. It's a box. But last week I had this other box on the table, and Monica came over so I could teach her Zoom, and she threw it on the floor. And I said, "What are you doing with my stand-up desk?"
I said, what? She was terribly offended.
She was, I don't see stand-up desk. I said, that box is my stand-up desk.
Like very desk's got nothing on your box.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Very creative.
I want to thank all of our guests today for talking about the chamber and giving us a report card. So overall, are we a 1 thumbs up, a 2 thumbs up, thumbs down?
I think we're up. We're good. It was good.
Well, we're going to keep on improving and delivering great services and programs to the business community. That's our goal. We're here to help you each and every day. Oh, I don't have this on my banner. Hold on. I got to add a banner, create a banner. So I'm learning. Proud to be SFV. So that's our hashtag for everything right now. We're proud to be SFV. It used to be Made in the 818, which we still love Made in the 818. But
We're supposed to be able to see that?
Do you now?
There it is.
Yep. The big one. Proud to be SFV. So I want to say goodbye to everyone. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you.
And I'm going to end the broadcast, which will still be in the room, I think we discovered yesterday. So again, everyone have a great weekend. Thanks for helping us learn how to use this. I think it worked out really well. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you on Monday at 1:30. If you're signed up for our events, go to our chamber page, which is, oh my God, what's our page? SanFernandoValleyChamber.com. And go to the top right corner, click on Chamber Store events, and you can sign up for all of our events. and we really appreciate everyone being here, and especially Lisa's been on every one of our trials.
Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Lisa.
Yeah,
Thanks,
and we
Lisa.
appreciate it. Yeah.
There's nothing rough about it.
Yeah, there's nothing rough. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm going to end the broadcast, and we will see you all Monday.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.